This is not medical advice. Again, this is not medical advice. If you need medical advice, you should seek the advice of your doctor, your physician. I am not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I am not in the medical field. This video is strictly about my experience with antidepressants. I did a video a couple weeks ago talking about the side effects of antidepressants. When I went on my antidepressants, it was a very low dose and it was years ago. The doctor assured me that it was safe, that it wasn't any worse than drinking water. It was basically, I remember that statement very well. And I trusted him because I trust my doctor. I love my doctor. We have a doctor-patient relationship that goes back 30 years. So I trust him. But I started experiencing things like I couldn't fall asleep and I couldn't stay asleep. It was very frustrating. I'm a very active person. I need my sleep. So, to be honest with you, my mind went to menopause. There are so many symptoms of menopause, and one of them is sleep. So I thought, well, maybe that's it. So I started taking medicines to help me sleep. I started taking things like melatonin. That worked for a little bit, but I started having nightmares and weird dreams, which apparently melatonin can do that. So I started taking over-the-counter sleep aids. They worked sometimes, sometimes they didn't. Anyway, so I noticed this increase. The next thing that was really, really concerning me were muscle twitches. I would have random muscle twitches, arm, leg, um, and jaw clenching. I would constantly clenching my jaw. My jaw constantly felt sore and overworked because it was constantly clenching. So I would, when I did get to sleep at night, I would have these muscle twitches and bite my tongue. Now, there were times when I bit my tongue so bad that I actually woke up and I thought, "Oh my gosh, is my tongue still there?" To be quite honest, I mean that's we can laugh, but it's for real. So I was having these muscle twitches and the jaw clenching, and I was feeling agitated, overstimulated, I should say. And then I would have restless leg syndrome. I couldn't sit still. I'd sit in my chair, my legs would be constantly moving. It was annoying. And then I started having a rash. I had this rash that was in my elbows here and then on the tops of my feet. And as I talked about in the previous video, I saw various different doctors to get to the bottom of what was going on, and I couldn't find the answer. So I deep dived into the side effects of the antidepressant that I was taking. And of course, as I told you, I quit taking it. And this is what has happened to me since I quit taking the antidepressant. I now fall asleep. I can fall asleep easily. I stay asleep. And that is a blessing. Yeah, I mean, if you've ever had sleep issues, you know what I'm talking about. That's a blessing. The muscle twitching has subsided. Actually, the muscle twitching has stopped. The jaw clenching, I'm still working on. It's not nearly as bad. I feel more relaxed in my jaws. I know, like, again, I know this sounds crazy, but it was just the serotonin that gives you that feel good um, feeling also causes these things. So it's a buildup of serotonin. So I've quit biting my tongue. My jaw clenching is down to minimal. I barely notice it. I'm less agitated. I'm more relaxed. And the restless leg syndrome has settled down. Um, Now, it's funny because, you take these medications, you don't think about the side effects, okay? They're out there if you look, but you don't think about them. So you're taking this medication for an antidepressant. You go to your doctor and you complain you can't sleep, so he gives you a pill to sleep. You go to your doctor and you tell him, I have restless legs, so he gives you a pill to calm your restless legs. Okay, so you start taking the antidepressant, you end up taking 5 or 6 more medications that you probably wouldn't need if you weren't taking the first medication. I digress. My rash. The rash that I have experienced, I had mentioned that it was flesh colored, it was slightly raised, and it was at times itchy and sometimes not. Well, I'm happy to report that it's practically gone. I see a little remnant of it, but not much. It's practically not existent, and that makes me really happy, to be honest. Moving on to the mental aspect of it, the reason that I was taking the antidepressant. I was taking the antidepressants because I I was experiencing some depression, some mood swings and different things, so that's why he put me on them. And all of that seems to be good now. Okay. So if you're wondering, now I'm off the antidepressants, what's my depression like? To be completely honest with you, I don't feel any different mentally than I did when I was taking them. Now it's only been a month. The doctor did say that it takes about 2 weeks for the antidepressant to get out of your system. So I'm past the 2 weeks. So far, I'm feeling good. I'm going to monitor that, keep a close eye on it. I don't want to have to deal with that again. If I start to feel like I am going into a depression, I'm going to try other alternative things. Maybe go to a health food store and try different healthy alternatives, maybe vitamins and stuff. And if that happens, I will definitely update you on that and how I'm feeling. But as of right now, everything seems good. The side effects were just as I suspected they were, in my opinion. I have to say that. In my opinion, the side effects were caused by the antidepressant that I was taking, and now that I'm off of the antidepressant, these side effects have subsided. So, again, not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm nobody. I'm just a 50-something woman on YouTube talking to you honestly and frankly about what I'm experiencing. Everybody's experiences are different. I urge you to do your research, do your homework, and do what's best for you. Best we can do is do what's best for ourselves. Um, Again, I love all of you. I hope this video helped someone. I hope my experiences and my honesty have enlightened you or encouraged you or helped you in some way. I will be doing another update on this in a couple weeks, maybe another month. I'll let you know how things are going. And I hope that everyone has a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video.